She knows the love is gone. She knows he no longer sees her the same way. But she stays, and it's not because she's weak. It's not because she physically can't leave. It's because she has, over time, learned to find a strange comfort in the pain, the kind of pain that has started to feel like home. Here is a truth that many find hard to talk about. Some women don't stay because they're still in love. They stay because leaving means losing the entire version of themselves they so carefully built around him. It means admitting that the life they invested in, the identity they adopted, was all for nothing. Leaving isn't just about losing a partner. It's about losing a part of their own story, a part of who they are. Psychologically speaking, women who remain in deeply unhappy relationships often aren't chasing romance anymore. They're chasing familiarity. Our brains are wired for patterns. They cling to what they understand, what they can predict, even if those patterns are self-destructive. It's a survival mechanism gone wrong. The known pain feels safer than the unknown future. She's not addicted to him as a person. She's addicted to the predictability of his chaos. She knows the cycle, the tension, the fight, the cold silence, and then the inevitable apology. She's addicted to the rhythm of the pain and the makeup, to the sliver of hope that whispers, maybe this time it will be different. Maybe this time he'll finally see. Her nervous system has been rewired. It has learned that love is supposed to feel like a constant state of tension, that affection is something that must be earned through struggle, and that genuine, quiet peace feels unsettling, even boring, and so she stays. Not for him, but for the twisted safety she finds in repetition. When love and pain come from the exact same source, the brain gets incredibly confused. It starts to mislabel signals, associating the feeling of heartbreak with a form of connection. This phenomenon has a name: trauma bonding. Think about it. Each time he hurts her, and then follows it up with comfort, apologies, or affection, her brain releases a cocktail of chemicals, dopamine and oxytocin. These are the same chemicals that make new love feel so exhilarating, like a drug. The high she feels after the hurt is intoxicating. The calm that follows the storm feels like undeniable proof that he really does care, that he's sorry, that their connection is special because it can survive such intensity. And slowly, without even realizing it, she begins to chase that feeling. Not love itself, but the almost love that appears in the brief moments of reconciliation before it inevitably fades again. It's not real love. It's a powerful form of chemical conditioning, and it keeps her trapped in a loop that, from the inside, is almost impossible to see clearly. And here is another forbidden truth that we need to address. Most women don't stay because they genuinely believe he will change. Deep down, many of them know he won't. They stay because they are utterly terrified of what will happen if he doesn't change and they are left alone. The silence of being by herself becomes a dangerous mirror. In that silence, all the buried pain, all the disappointment, and all the hurt resurfaces with a vengeance. In that silence, she is forced to face her own reflection, the one she has been avoiding for months, maybe even years. To her, the weight of loneliness feels heavier and more crushing than the mistreatment she endures daily. Because loneliness whispers the most devastating lies. Maybe I was never good enough. Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I'm unlovable. So she keeps trying. She tries to fix the relationship, to please him more, to prove her worth. She believes that if she just tries a little harder, she can make it work. And this very act of trying, of pouring her soul into a broken vessel, becomes the thing that ultimately destroys her spirit. But then, one day, something shifts. It's not a dramatic explosion or a final, explosive fight. It's a quiet moment of clarity. She looks in the mirror and sees a stranger looking back. Not someone who is broken, but someone who is dimmed. The spark, the light that once made her who she was, has been reduced to a flicker of quiet survival. And in that moment, she has a profound realization. The relationship didn't just hurt her, it erased her. It stripped away her personality, her laughter, her dreams, piece by piece, until all that was left was a ghost of her former self. That is the moment healing truly begins. It's not when she stops loving him. It's the moment she finally starts loving herself more than she fears being alone. Freedom doesn't start with the physical act of walking away. It starts with the internal decision that she deserves peace more than she needs closure from him. It is the moment she accepts that she may never get the apology she wants or the understanding she craves, and decides to be her own rescuer. The psychology of women who stay in unhappy relationships is not a story about weakness. It's a complex story about how deeply a woman is capable of loving, even when that love is slowly killing her. It's a story of loyalty that has been misused, of hope that has been misplaced, and of a deep well of empathy that has been turned against itself. It's a testament to her strength, not her fragility. But here's the final truth that almost no one tells you. When she finally leaves for good, she never goes back to being the person she was before. She becomes colder, perhaps, quieter, certainly. But above all, she becomes wiser. Because once you have learned to survive a love that hurts, you develop an unbreakable instinct. You will never again chase a love that doesn't feel safe. You will never again settle for a peace that has to be fought for. You will demand the love you deserve, not the one you have to survive. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more content that explores the deeper side of human connection. Your support means the world. Take care.